right, Southern Utah Thunderbirds Team Builder Season 2. In Season 1, we won the conference championship over the Montana Grizzlies 40-38 in 5 overtimes. That's the most overtimes I've ever played in a NCAA game. It was 5 overtimes and we beat them by 2 points. Then we moved on to the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl and beat the Raging Cajuns 16-13. Ending the season overall 10-4. Not too bad for a first season. We had some pretty good players. Had a few leave. Basically, starting season 2, all the coaches stayed the same. We didn't have any switching around. It's the first time ever. I didn't lose a coach, especially with a good season like we had. 10-4, pretty good for year one. One coach of the year with this dynasty for the first one, and a couple notables from the coaching carousel at the end of the season 2, or I'm sorry, at the end of season 1. Mike Gundy was fired from the Big 12 at Okie State. Josh Heupel took over that job. Coach Lamb, which was my coach from the Thunderbirds, he had 9 different offers, but I just decided to stay with Southern Utah. And the other notable in the coaching carousel was Arkansas State gets Brent Venables as their head coach, so that should be interesting. We graduated 16 total players. None went to the NFL draft. The top 2 players that we graduated were Theo Weiss, our halfback, overall rated 74, and left tackle Leak, and wide receiver Fenton. Those were the 3 that moved on and did not make it to the NFL. We didn't have any incoming transfers. We had 17 incoming freshmen, 2 busts in that. Quarterback Adam Paul and fullback Tucker Palmer were the 2 busts. Overall, Victor Smith, overall rated 77, and Antoine Gaither, a kicker, overall rated 75. That'd be the 2 best incoming freshmen that we had. We do a lot of reassignments. We moved Antonio Ryan from tight end to fullback, considering our fullback that we brought in was a bust. He picked up 1 to a 71. Kellen Hayes, we moved from right guard to left guard with no change. Terrell Fellows, right tackle to left tackle with no change. Bob Rooney from right end to left end with no change. And Omar Poe from defensive tackle to left end. He lost 2 overall. End of season training went pretty well. I'd give it about a B+ overall. Offensive and defensive line seemed to be the best improvement we've had. It should be pretty good. We only had to cut 2 players. We cut defensive end John Pitts and a bust quarterback Adam Paul. To make any adjustments to the coaching tree or anything like that, considering all of our coaches stayed, and we're headed off to into season 2. All right, so let's take a look at the roster, starting off with season 2, and let's go depth chart. We're bringing back Leslie Burchard, our top of the line quarterback, be a sophomore this year, played a great season last year. Herring backing him up, and brought in a Taylor Vinson, highly recruited, highly touted. He was not a gem, but pretty good overall, 71 coming in. Javon Melton will take over the running back duties. Sewell and Joyce, and no incoming freshmen there. Fullback, Antonio Ryan, like I said, we moved him. He came in as a tight end, and we moved him to fullback. He picked up 1. That worked out pretty good for us overall. We're a little short here. We got some new guys. Tyson, Ward, and the incoming transfer, Mathis, is our best wide receiver. Tight end, another freshman, Jay Jordan. See how he does. 71 overall, and Muse backing him up as a senior. Left tackle, Fellows returning, Holmes returning, Air Roden returning again. Great blocker up front. Do a lot of running through the middle with that guy. Right guard, Weber, new freshman this year, starting out a little weak on that side, but Roach will pick it up. Lamont Roach, a senior, is on a hot streak. Another good lineman. Then we move on. We had moved Bob Rooney from right end to left end, put a little pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. And right in, Levi Lopez, a junior, another great ball player. Use him quite a bit. Defensive tackles, Carter and McPhee. McPhee being a freshman. J.J. McPhee, expect big things out of him. And I think we redshirted to the other freshman that we had there. Left outside linebacker, Ross coming back as a senior. Middle linebacker, Church coming back as a senior. And another senior, Freddie Alexander. So we got seniors all across the linebackers. And then we get a little younger, other than Nate Curtis, starting Beck and Rodriguez as our cornerbacks. Sellers at the free safety, senior, big guy in the back, kind of runs the defense, and Trevor Casey, another senior, in the back. So we got some experience back there. Stan Dennis back for his junior year, and Guy Bates back for his junior year. So that's the rundown of the roster. Let's go back and take a quick look at what we lined out for the 2021 schedule. Put some tough games on the schedule. At 10-4, we should be able to win some games here. We're going to start off with UCLA at UCLA. Then we'll go to visit the Sun Devils out west. Then we'll come back home and host Texas before we start our conference schedule. And you got your rivalry game in there, Cal Poly, and then Northern Arizona and Montana State. So that's basically the schedule. Quick look at the conference outlook. And we are Missouri Valley in the Mountain West. So there's all your Missouri Valley teams, as you can see. Don't have to play Montana in the regular season this year. But looks like Sacramento picked up quite a bit. They were in 65 overall, so they picked up quite a bit to a 72. Looks like UC Davis picked up a little bit. Montana has dropped a little bit. They were in 83 overall. I guess they've dropped down. And then, of course, we're in there at a 70. We're about 3 points higher than where we started year one. We were 67, now we're a 70. And it looks like the competition is going to come basically from Sky 1. Better teams are in Sky 1, Montana, just overall, Sacramento, and then I guess you'd rate the Thunderbirds third in that. Take a look at, real quick at the top 25. Preseason polls. Year 2, Ohio State, Clemson, Michigan, Alabama, Washington, Utah, Texas, Virginia Tech, Florida State, and Mississippi State. How about that for a top 10? Oregon coming in at 11th, Georgia at 12th, and Oklahoma at 15th. So that's your top 15. So that'll just about give you the run through for Southern Utah Thunderbirds Season 2. Look really excited about this one. I really like Bouchard, our quarterback. He's a big guy, but he throws the ball well. He's pretty accurate. Had a lot of fun with this dynasty the first time around. So we're going to give it a whirl for Season 2, starting up pretty quick. So that's about the rundown. Season 2, Utah Thunderbirds coming up.